sorry everyone for the non-gimbaled shots at the walk-up. I used a different camera than I probably should have. With that, we are here at the Iowa Statewide Parks on the Air event, hosted this time by Story County Amateur Radio, as it was last time when we were at Big Creek, but today we are at Ledges State Park near Boone, Iowa, and I will let Paul W0YR, Story County Amateur Radio Club president, tell you why we are here at Ledges in just a minute. But before we get there, I want to remind you to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Ring that notification bell for all our future upcoming future content. And with that, let's sit down and talk with W0YR, Story County Amateur Radio Club president. Take it away, Paul. So, Paul, what do we got going on here today?
Well, it's a couple of activities kind of all compressed into one. We've been doing what we call SCARC in the Park for Story County Amateur Radio Club in the park. And we were doing those twice a year and have been now for about 3 years. And that sort of morphed into a, hey, let's get everybody together statewide. And so last year, in concordance with the Iowa Radio Operators Discord, we planned a statewide Parks on the Air get-together. And this is the second iteration of that. On top of that, in conjunction with SCARC in the Park, it happens to be the 100th anniversary of Ledges State Park here in the state of Iowa. And so we've got the Ledges 100 Parks on the Air, we've got the SCARC in the Park, and the POTA statewide get-together. We've got folks all the way up from St. Louis and down from northwest Iowa, and having a lot of fun. So that's really what's going on today.
Awesome. Yeah, the Iowa Radio Operators Discord, something that we all know about, but very few.
We got to get the word out more.
Well, especially to our Iowa activators, because we kind of say that's kind of the thing with the inclusivity with that. Iowans helping Iowans. But I mean, with this, I mean, we've got 3 different events. I didn't know it was the 100th anniversary. Oh, maybe I did hear about that.
Yeah.
Of Ledges.
Yeah, so they've got a bunch of activities in the park today. They're doing some tree planting and a bunch of other things. And all year long, we as a club have decided that we're going to activate the park 4 times, once per season. And then everyone who makes contact with us will get an endorsement on their certificate at the end of the year for having worked the Ledges State Park during its 100th anniversary.
So I didn't know about this. So is this the spring or the summer?
This one's the spring.
This is the spring?
This is the spring one. So we did winter already. We kind of cheated. We called February winter.
Okay.
The weather turned out pretty good for us. We had temps in the 40s. And so this is our spring. We'll have one in August, which we're calling summer. And then in October will be our fall activation.
All right, so definitely if you want to make contact, and you said there's a special QSL or a special...
Yeah, we'll have the opportunity to download a special certificate as a QSL, and there will be an endorsement for each of the seasons that you might have made contact with W0YL. So
if you want a special QSL from W0YL, you have, well, after the fact, you'll have 2 opportunities to do that.
Yep.
2 opportunities to do that, August and October. Correct?
August and October.
I just want to make sure I heard that right.
Yep,
so that
yep.
Everyone knows.
And we'll get the word out. We typically post on the Parks on the Air Discord and on the Facebook page out there for Parks on the Air, as well as all the local channels that we use as well to communicate things out.
And anyone that knows the channel, you guys do a lot more than just Parks Up the Air. I've been on a fox hunt. You got more of those coming up, right?
Yep, we do fox hunts. During the summer, we typically try to do one about every other month. And so we're due to get another one. I'd have to check with Clint, K0GR, to see when our next one is scheduled. But our club website will always have those, w0yl.com. We'll always have our current activities and what we're doing. Monthly meetings, regular fox hunts, SCARC in the Park, obviously field day. We also sponsor the Iowa QSO Party. So our club hosts that, takes care of all the scoring and everything else that's going on with that. And that's in September of every year.
All right. Well, anything else you want to add here, Paul? I can't think of anything else to say.
I think that's pretty much it. We're having a great time out here. It's been a lot of fun, and there'll be future activities in the coming months and years. So we'd love to see folks join us in the future if they're able.
All right. Well, thank you, Paul, for taking a little bit of time to talk to us. And if you want to get in touch with Story County Amateur Radio, w0yl.com.
Yes, sir. That's it.
Contact information will be down in the description below. Thanks for chatting with us, Paul.
Thanks, Ben.
Well, we had a wonderful time out at the Iowa Statewide POTA outing, but while we were in Boone, we took a stop by the Boone Scenic Valley Railway. If you happen to be in Des Moines, Central Iowa for any reason, don't ignore the Boone Scenic Valley Railway. They have tours, they have rides, they've got a wonderful museum. I will link them down in the description below. Thank you, Boone, for being such a wonderful host to us, and we will be seeing you hopefully for a train ride in the future. With that, thank you all for watching. We'll see you on the next video.